play and call it work.
Yeah, right.
We're going to do that in a couple minutes, but Colin will let us know when we start. And then just when he starts, stop talking. Well, you can just keep it down because people will be able to hear. My mic will pick up what you're saying.
Who are you talking
We
to?
almost getting ready.
Why you do this to me?
Well, let me know when we're ready to go live.
I hate you.
Hey,
Good
everybody.
prank, Steve.
Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's Sit and Talk live with Steve. Sometimes called The Mountain, not sure why. If you're unfamiliar with this program platform, those are the correct words. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to read questions that you guys are going to ask me that were left on the previous Sit and Talk episode from last week. Also, if you're watching live on Twitch, you can comment in Twitch itself. Streamlabs will give me your comments. To do so, to put it in the question right now live, you can just type in exclamation point ask ASK and then your question, and I will see it and answer your questions. So it's open now. Feel free to open up or send in your questions. Just announcements for next week. It will be Luca. So any questions you want to pre-ask Luca, that'll be on this video on MiniWarGaming.com. The comments on YouTube will be disabled on this video just so that people make sure they put their comments on the website, our website. Just it's easier for us to get the comments for the next Sit and Talk. That's the only reason why we disable them on YouTube for the show. So go to MiniWarGaming.com, look for this video, ask your questions to Luca, just address them to at Mr. The Dice or at Luca. Again, exclamation point, ASK, leave a space, fill in your question for your live question. And I'm going to get right to it. We got Colin and, I almost called you Zach, and Jacob in the room. I don't know why, because it's Zerg, I'm seeing Z's.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Are you mic'd up?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. All right, so I'm going to read the first question. Oh, and it's literally Ask Me Anything. I got no lines. If it's something I don't want to answer, I will give you a long, rambly, distracting answer. So don't worry. Okay, so Nagrom29 says, "That's Steve. Why did you sell your Seraphim, and why haven't you been playing your Idoneth? Is it a matter of power level? Couldn't you have just played them with less powerful units or without powerful combos? How have you been enjoying the Beastmen?" Yeah, I sold my Deepkin as well. I sold my Idoneth as well. My Seraphim was pretty much a okay, so there's a lot of backstory here. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I'll just fill you in because people keep asking this, and I can just address this question to this video. Okay, so a few years ago, I was struggling to get into Age of Sigmar, and I find the reason why I struggled with the game was I didn't have an army personally painted by myself, like my own army that I could use, that I can get invested in. Because for years I was using my Warhammer Fantasy, a couple years. I was using my Warhammer Fantasy stuff, which was mine. I was more invested in it. But when MiniWarGaming enacted the policy, man, you know what? Is there any? I should have Kleenex.
Not
sorry.
on
This
me.
is. Oh, I'm gonna shoot out of the frame for a second.
Oh yeah, there's paper towel over there.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is very
I will
unprofessional.
mute you.
Thank you.
So now you guys probably hear quieter Steve blowing his nose in the corner. And he's back.
Sorry, that was weird. I couldn't. Okay. So I couldn't use my Warhammer Fantasy stuff anymore for Age of Sigmar bat reps because we enacted a policy no square bases, and I wasn't going to rebase my stuff because Warhammer Fantasy is still my favorite game. So what I did was I decided to build a list. Man, I'm gonna do it again. I decided to build a quick 2,000 point list for Seraphim because I really wanted to paint some. Having a
little issues.
I am.
And this is where the awesomeness of live comes in, guys. There's no editing here.
I'm sorry. I gotta go in. I'm gonna leave the frame. Turn the camera off.
I just muted you, so you're good. You want me to transition? Okay, one sec.
I gotta go in. All right. Sorry. Again, I apologize. I've had a very busy day so far.
So busy he couldn't blow his nose.
I just had to run in the studio. Man, it's so professional. I apologize. What we're talking about? Oh, so I put together a 2,000 point Seraphim list, stuff I wanted to paint, and then I tried to base it around a battalion. I knew Thunderquake Star was pretty good. I didn't know it was that good. But yeah, so I based it on that. I painted it up, and I don't have time to add more to that army. And that battalion, that list was so good. Every time I did a bat rep, it just completely destroyed my opponent. And then every time a new book would come out, I would pull that list one more time and try it out. Because hey, this time this book is so powerful that it can handle this list. And no, it blows through everybody every time. So like, I gotta get it out of the studio. I had to get it out of here for the sole purpose of making sure that they didn't appear in another bat rep, or else I would have kept justifying bringing them in one more time. I sold an army for too cheap, I think. Far too cheap. Then my Deepkin, I owned 2 of every unit in the game, and one every character, painted them up, and played with them. There was no combo that can tone those things down. That army, not only is the army really good, what are you guys doing?
Reading chat?
Oh, I thought something was happening over there.
No?
Yeah, there's no combo that can tone them down. Not like Deepkin are really good, but more so than that, they are perfectly designed for my playstyle. So I have to change myself fundamentally in the way I play to keep using that army and make decent bat reps. I had to get the Deepkin out of the studio as well, so that I wouldn't use them anymore on bat reps. It was just that simple. I can see myself painting another Deepkin army in the future. Once things get balanced out. But right now, I really enjoy my Beastmen. I have a lot of fun with them. They're terrible in combat, but they're good in that they play the scenario really well. So I like that. I enjoy that. Okay, I'm gonna go over to Streamlabs. See if we got anything over there. Zip TV. Yo, Steve, where is all the Raven Guard bat reps? Ooh, oh, there's a bunch coming out. How many do you think I have? I think 5 of my 6 coming out are Raven Guard.
Yeah, I think because you just put in quite a few that were backed up a little bit. Yeah, I
messed up.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, because I know that there was 1 for sure sitting there, and then the other 3 you would probably...
There's a bunch coming out. Oh, wait, has the night one even gone out yet?
I don't think
I apologize. So I apologize all day today. I have a lot coming out. I have Raven Guard against Knights. I have Raven Guard against Tau. I have a nice variety of Raven Guard coming out for you real soon. We also have so many 40k that you're probably going to see a couple of other games beforehand, just because of the way we had to put videos out. Yeah, I apologize. They are coming, and there's a lot of them. So much. There's actually so much still coming out that I stopped playing Raven Guard because I had too many Space Marine bat reps. Kim said this guy. Steve, ask Cullen why no open vault today. Sniff, sniff, sad face, and tell him and yell at him because it ain't here.
All right. Well, so as I found out as of this morning, apparently, non-battle report kind of content is being moved to being posted at 2 p.m.
Okay.
I was just told by Aaron this morning. So
it's out right now?
Yeah. So it literally would have dropped when we went live at 2.
So it's out right now. Don't watch it. Watch this.
Wait till we're done here and then go watch it.
Interesting. Do we know why that got pushed to 2 p.m.?
No idea.
We don't know why things happen around here.
Sometimes things happen.
Honestly, okay.
It'll probably be announced the next open vault that's going to be from now on, because I didn't know when I filmed it.
I'll tell you this is no joke, and there could be a new policy enacted, and then we try to trace back to who started it. You can't find it sometimes. Sometimes rules just get enacted on here, and nobody knows who actually implemented them.
Yes.
Like, Matthew didn't know, I didn't do it, Dave did. I never heard about this, Josh did. I would never brought this up before. Why are we all doing this? All right, we got one from Zerg Alurg Adurg. I'm going to need some help on this one. Let me just... Come on, everybody. Let's go.
And by saying you need some help, you got his guest for today to read it. All right.
Lean in a little bit more to the mic.
Good morning, Terra. Welcome to all our faithful listeners across the Imperium and the Mortal Realms, and welcome to all our new listeners from the Imperium Nihilus. Now that our astropaths have been able to reestablish contact, well, let's not waste time, as I'm not sure how long those guys will be able to hold on. Today we're joined by the jovial giant himself. Let's give a great big good morning Terra welcome to Steve Tender Tummy Mountanovich. This episode of Good Morning Terra is brought to you by the fine peoples over at Papa Johnson's Rock Cakes. When you're traveling through the warp, serving the Emperor, and bringing his light to the dark, filth-encrusted corners of the galaxy, the one thing you don't want to worry about is a subpar dessert. Well, you don't have that problem because you brought along Papa Johnson's rock cakes. Made from the finest secret ingredients in this secret location, these will give you the paranoia and untrusting nature of the lion's own sons. Each rock cake has a super secret prize at its center. Just make sure you don't tell anyone, or they'll know. Papa Johnson's rock cakes, they're good enough to fall for. Just make sure you don't. Well, Steve, let's not waste any more time. With the new Codex supplements coming out, are you hoping that your Dark Angels will get a similar treatment? What additional chapter tactic would you like to see them get?
Well, there's more. You're not done.
You gotta answer the question first.
Oh, wait. No, you keep reading on into them all.
All right. What do you think of the new Impulsor model? If you were going to add another Space Marine vehicle to the line, what would yours be? Now, onto week 11 of our Primarch Supremacy Tournament. Each week, we will ask a MiniWarGaming team member to pit 2 Primarchs against each other in a head-to-head combat, with the goal of crowning one Primarch as Supreme. All Primarchs in this competition are in their pre-heresy forms. Last week, Vito presided over the Losers Battle Royale and had the Khan come out on top to advance to round 2. Moving on to the second round are Alfarius and Omegon, Fulgrim, Perturabo, Logar, Aurelian, Leman Russ, Magnus the Red, Mortarion, Sanguinius, Angron, and Jagatai Khan. For round 2, we're reseeding the bracket, and we need your help. So, Steve, could you please put these 10 Primarchs in order from 1 to 10, with 1 being the most likely to win and 10 the least likely?
Wow, that's not...
Well, that's all the time we have for this week's Good Morning Terra. Now we shoot over to our traveling correspondent Cullen, who is currently doing his best to make Marnius Calgar laugh. Cullen?
What happens when you cross one Space Marine with another Space Marine?
You get Hansu.
Yes. Yes. You knew.
Okay. Lots to unpack there. First of all, Zerg, I think the way we're going to have to do this from now on is you're going to have to submit your questions in audio format, and we'll just play it.
Oh, if you do that, I'll make it happen.
All right, Zerg, can you do that for us? Okay, let's walk through all this. Yeah, I'm super excited for Dark Angels first and foremost. I have no idea when they'll come out. Super excited for them to come out in Horse Heresy as well. Would love to see the line. What additional tactics? Man, look at their trapper tactics are garbage. They're bad. So I don't care. They need a whole. They need a redo top to bottom. So I don't have the skills to make that book better or more interesting. So someone else has to do that. Unfortunately, I know it's a bit of a boring answer. It's just that I packed them away again. That's how uninteresting they are. Nobody cares about Dark Angels at the moment. I love the Impulsor model. I know some people don't. If you're going to add another speed, you want to know if I would add another vehicle, what would it be? Do bikes count? I would love to see a Primaris bike, but a Primaris flyer I would like to see next. Now this is a Supremacy tournament. This could be forever. So okay. Why did Vito send 1 to round 2, but I have to go through all 10 of these guys? Okay, so...
Your opinion matters more, that's why.
Okay, so Alfarius, I'm going to put him in the top 5. No, I'm not. I'm going to put Alfarius at 5. No. Alfarius is low. He's going to go to, I'm going to say he's the... 9. Alfarius is number 9. I'm going to put... Fulgrim at 5, Perturabo at 4. Perturabo will be Fulgrim. Lorgar's going to go to 9. No, Lorgar's going to 10, because Alfarius is 9. Rush will go to 3. Magnus is going to go to... psychic powers, yes or no? That's a whole separate thing. We'll put Magnus at 6. Mortarion's going to go to 7. Sanguinus is going to go to 8. Angron's going to go... Sanguinus is going to go to 2. Angron's going to go... Did I get somebody 3 yet? Angron will go to 4. Khan will go to... Did I put Khan at 2 and Sanguinus at 3? Oh, the line's not here. Okay. Sanguinius, number 1. He's the best one here. Khan's going to be number 2. Now, you can argue which one's better in a fight. against other Primarchs. So I'm going to put Sanguinius at number 1. I think he'll beat all the other Primarchs, the ones that are on this list. Khan number 2. Number 3, Russ. Number 4, Perturabo. Number 5, Fulgrim. That means number 6 is going to get Alfarius. 7 will go to Magnus. Mortarion will get 8. 9 will go to Logar. And we're missing one. Either way, I think you got it. But, like, Magnus could do some serious psychic stuff. But, like, I don't think he can beat the ferocity of the Lion or just Sanguinius in general. I think even Perturabo would take... I don't know. Here's the thing. Perturabo will take... I think some have an easier chance of beating others. So if you line them all up, all of a sudden, like, Perturabo's going to take care of Logar, no problem, but maybe he has a harder time against Magnus. It's hard to line them up like that.
Okay, I'm just going to ask you, can you move up your mic a little higher?
Oh, shoot.
It got moved down a little
bit.
bit.
It's spun.
And we also got some subs to shout out.
Nice.
Let me find the top of it here. So we've got Segendary for 9 months with Twitch Prime. That's a Twitch baby. Mandalore 511, 10 months.
That you? That's you?
Yeah.
Oh, hey!
He's in the room!
And Weird Hunter, Twitch Prime, 5 months. So thank you all.
Everybody, and you. Thank you guys for your support. I love not having to work for a living. Okay. Let's keep doing this. Joe8170. Hey, Steve, have you started the Grey Knights yet? I haven't had a chance. I'm still working on so many projects. And so what are your thoughts? No, I haven't started them yet. I think one thing to help the army out is they lifted the rule of 1 for casting, but have the +1 to cast each time. Yeah, they need a whole psychic phase rework. Also, how badly do you want the new Gazcall Thraka model? Lastly, what's your favorite piece of 40k lore? Have an awesome day. So I don't really care about the Gazcall Thraka model. I don't play... Oh, I'm brain farting. What are they called? The basic works? Goths, the Goths. I don't play the Goths. I don't really care. I'm a bad moon boy. I've loved them forever. I literally have. My favorite piece of 40k lore is actually my most frustrated piece of 40k. I love Cypher and the lore of Cypher for Dark Angels. I'm not going to get into it. It's a pretty big thing. And, okay, I thought that was going to be somebody else. I love Cypher and his lore. I'm really, really disappointed that it finally evolved after many, 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 many years during the end of 7th edition Warhammer 40,000 when Cypher finally made it to Terra, which has been his thing for like my entire adult life, trying to get to Terra. And then he disappears and nothing happens. So, I mean, that was really frustrating. So it's my favorite and least favorite bit of the lore. Cruel46. Hi, Steve and Colin. The question is for both of you. What is your favorite movie? Ooh. Oh, buddy. I don't even know anymore. What's your favorite movie, Colin?
That's a loaded question.
I know what it is.
I know what my most often answer is.
The Room.
Oh, well, okay. I love The Room. But, actually, I think the easiest one to say is Fight Club. Just because I love Fight Club.
It was a pretty good movie. I didn't love it. I remember, okay, I'm a lot older than you. When I was like 17 when that came out, I think.
Okay.
And there was some people it had a little cult following. I liked it.
Oh, for sure.
But I had these groups of friends who would just watch it repeatedly. And
that's me. And whenever I like movies, I tend to find that I like the movies that end up having a cult following. So
don't get me wrong.
That and
sure.
The Warriors and The Big Lebowski are some of my favorite films. And then the Lord of the Rings trilogy, I just count as all one movie because you can't split hairs with those. That's just one big amazing.
Yeah. See, it's hard for me because when I think of amazing movies, a few movies pop in my head. But what's my favorite? I don't know. So, the 90s action stuff, like Predator, Aliens, those, Star Wars, the original 3, are all big parts of my childhood. But I think the movie that I just think was the best to me is probably The Machinist.
Really?
You see that one?
Oh yeah.
I really like that one.
Christian Bale, right? Yeah.
I like Oh, and the jacket. Jacket's another one kind of like that, but not really. It's a little
Jacket?
Not really like that. The jacket. It's with Adrian Brody, and he goes in. Okay, it's actually, it sounds weird, but it's actually a pretty good movie. He goes into a mental hospital, and the I'm not gonna even weigh the plot. The movie's pretty good. The head doctor, he has this treatment that he thinks will work on people who don't belong in the mental hospital because they use it to get out of jail or whatever.
Okay.
He puts them in a straitjacket and throws them in the morgue drawer.
What the heck?
So like all confined and like mental torture, right? But here's the thing. Here's the thing about the movie. When he goes into the drawer in the jacket, he travels back in time.
What?
Like he wakes up back in time, and then when he falls asleep, he wakes back in the drawer as he drank him out. It's messed up, but it's actually pretty good.
Neat.
I like those kind of movies.
Neat. So is
So
it
that's up there,
sci-fi
too.
then?
No, well, it's really more of a it's one of those mind bender like
Like psychological thriller?
Yeah,
almost?
like even what's Jacob's Ladder? Oh, I think they're remaking that or have remade that one. I haven't seen the remake if they have. I heard they're remaking Jacob's Ladder. That's
I
another
haven't
one.
seen that.
That's a pretty good one. Like anything movie where you find out at the end everything you thought you were
Yes.
watching is
Yeah, big fan. Big fan.
yeah, those are my favorite. Those are usually the best. I only usually watch those movies once or twice, sometimes only just once. Like Snowpiercer is a good one. That's a good movie once you watch. Like the comic was great, but if you watch Snowpiercer, after you finish watching Snowpiercer, immediately watch the movie again, and it's a different movie. Well, it's not a different movie. You just things you understand things a little differently.
Right.
You watch Snowpiercer?
No, actually, I haven't.
Oh, watch it twice in a row.
Okay. I guess the classic one is always Memento as well.
Memento, yeah, fantastic one. Here's the thing about Memento. I know people like to Memento unfolds backwards. If you watch the movie backwards, so chronologically correct, it's actually a bad movie.
It's just not. It's nothing outstanding, right? But that was one of Christopher Nolan's first as well.
I know. Like Inception, it's one of his. Like I know.
Well, you can see him take Memento and extrapolate it to where Inception kind of came from, right? Taking those non-linear story elements and bringing them to something like that, and then again now with Dunkirk, taking those non-linear story and bringing it further.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Dunkirk.
Oh, I love Dunkirk.
It wasn't. I'm not gonna call it a bad movie.
Did you see it in theaters?
No, I didn't.
Oh, see, that's the thing about Christopher Nolan movies. You gotta watch them in theaters. You gotta see them in theaters. It's such an amazing experience.
Though I know this is a bit of a whatever. Like I think The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight is a fantastic movie. But I think most Nolan stuff is. Even a bad Christopher Nolan movie.
Nope.
Dunkirk. No, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't what I just wanted. It's not what I wanted.
IMAX cameras strapped to planes, man. How do you not want that? IMAX cameras.
No, I shouldn't say that because it actually wasn't bad. It just wasn't. It didn't wow. It didn't. I don't remember as much. It didn't wow me, but I was entertained. Unleashed. Hey Steve, do you ever think Grey Knights will be good again? Yeah. Are you still planning on? Yeah, I am planning on doing Grey Knights Army, but honestly, I have tons of plans. I have tons. So whenever I get to it, I get to it. There's a joke around here. Every time I start an army, or I always plan my next army well before I start it, and every time I do, it becomes ridiculously overpowered. So I'm saying I'm gonna start a Grey Knights Army just so the Grey Knights get a new book and get way overpowered for all you Grey Knight players. Because I mean, you've had a rough time latter half of 7th and Elevate. Now Bago. Hey Steve, if Alariel and her generals, the 8 members of the Royal Moot, were to fight Nagash and his generals, the 5 Mortarks, who do you think would win? I don't know, roll live. Nagash. I don't know nothing about the lore of AOS, I'm sorry. I didn't even know Alariel had generals. The 8 members of the Royal Moot. Didn't know that was a thing. Hello, God of Mountain Steve. I love you already, Sarmex. What armies in AOS do you think you'll expand to after, or just break Beasts of Chaos? Also, can you let Matt know that the shields on our boys do not ignore mortal wounds? Is that true? Suffer a bit from that in-game today, but from Skaven spells. You did. My poor Orc squad of 15 was cut down to 6. It was bad. Orcs are crazy OP right now. Otherwise, have a great day, and hopefully you and Vito have Ironbrush model I want to get and bring back and play with. I would definitely try to get yours, the clear winner. And Color, stop chewing on Warpstone. It's making you more ratty than usual. I don't know what that means, but bro, don't attack my Cullen. Get him, Cullen.
Rawr.
Rawr. Do I have another army planned for AOS? I don't. I was thinking about doing Phoenix Temple before that book came out. Kind of lost interest. I don't know. The factions aren't speaking to me right now. I love my beasts, so I'll stick with them. If Tyrion's elves, when they drop, I'll probably jump on them. But as of right now, I don't see it. The Bone Reapers, I don't know. I'm not seeing it right now. Nothing's speaking to me at the moment. You know what, just for simplicity, I'm going to bomb through the MiniWarGaming questions and I can finish up on, or for the rest of the time on Streamlabs. Jacoby, hi Steve. Are there any in office who are excited for the new OCR Bone Reapers? I love the content you guys put out, and I have been a Vault. You type like I talk. Vault member since Joe was a part of the crew. Ooh, that was a long time ago.
Wow.
It's been an incredible journey, and the content have only improved. Oh, thank you. The quality is always on top. Yeah, Luca, probably the OCR Bone Reapers. Vito was talking about painting some up for the sole purpose of selling.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, I don't.
No, I think Luca likes the. We try not to jump on the toes of somebody else. Like I really want to do Ardboys, or Orcs, but Matthew plays those. I'm not going to do them. Luca really likes the undead, so we're kind of leaving it to Luca. He really loves the undead. Next one's for Vito. Big Mikey. Steve, is there any general excitement around the office regarding psychic? Steve, is there any general excitement around the office for Psychic Awakening? And what are your hopes for it? Okay, so general excitement, yes. Hopes for it, don't know, don't care. I don't care. That's not the right way to say it. I'm not gonna hope. I have no idea what it's gonna be. I guess we have an idea now, but we know that there's like 3 factions in that first book, I think, and there's like 21 factions getting ruled, or is it 11 factions? I can't remember. I think it's 21. Either way, we know there's gonna be many books, so I'm just gonna wait and see. I don't know. I'm excited, but I don't have. I have no expectations. I'm excited with other expectations. I want to wait and see what it is, how it's going to unfold, and what's going to come of it. Is this going to be a major game? Is this going to be as game changing to the hobby as Vigilus? Maybe, but that wasn't that game changing. So I suspect if we ignored it completely, it wouldn't matter. Nah, that sounds wrong. That's not what I mean. I suspect there'll be fun, interesting things, but it won't have a big impact on the average gamer. However, I could be very wrong, and it completely changes everything up. I really have this. I don't know why. I really would love to see the Endless Spell thing in 40K. I don't think it's gonna happen, but that'd be kind of cool. But either way, I'll wait and see what it is, and then have fun with it, however it is. Okay, we're going back to Streamlabs. Lou Math 1. I'm starting to consider playing Age of Sigmar. Any tips or things I should know beforehand? I plan on playing Sylvaneth. I don't play Sylvaneth. I know you can really dominate the table with your woods. I don't know. Buy what you like, what you want to paint. If you're a painter, buy what you want, and then just start playing. You'll figure it out. I think their endless spells are some of the best miniatures. Like that floating tree, it's beautiful. I love their treatment models. I love a lot of the Sylvaneth models. And I don't think you can go wrong. Anything you should know beforehand? Watch some bat reps. You have a good idea of how the game works if you've never played before. Or even go into a store and ask for a demo if you haven't played, or see this army you can borrow and try playing the game. And there's always I'm assuming you play 40K at least, there's always the good idea of playing demons, and then if you don't like the game, you can use them in 40K. Stormix, Steve, Cullen, and everyone at MWG, the nerd bat was swung at iron. The nerd bat was swung hard at Iron Hands, and it hit hard. Iron Hands is dumb, yo. Quote, 2019, Steve. Iron
Hands is dumb, yo. That's a beautiful quote.
Iron Hands is dumb, yo. Serious. I agree with you, buddy. Pick next. Chimpy the First. I am looking to get into Age of Sigmar, but I'm a bit of a power gamer. Which armies in the upper tier? Okay, so you're a power gamer and you want to use upper tier armies. Okay, so you're gonna look at Nagash, Heathen Knights. Nah, they're good, but they're not. Okay, I guess you're looking at Legions of Nagash, Daughters of Cain are doing very well right now. However, straight up Stormcast are winning major events. Heat Knights can do some serious work. Deepkin, I think, are really, really, really OP, but they don't seem to be placing in tournaments. Don't know why. I suspect Ardboys, Iron Jaws, are about to get real prevalent in the meta, especially with the evil Iron Suns. Where you just run your whole army up turn 1 and -1 to hit and then survive and then kill everything. Yeah, those are my opinions. If I had to make an army right now to play with it in the tournament, and I had to win, I will play Deepkin because I know them the best. I know how to run them. But I'm not very knowledgeable on the AOS tournament meta. But if I couldn't play Deepkin, I'd probably take Legions of Nagash or Daughters. I'm not sure which one.
Now, would that be just like picking them up straight up, just reading the list, and without kind of getting any test games in?
Yeah, like that's like if I had to
I
would practice.
Net, net list something.
I would practice whatever.
Okay.
But if I had to make a decision right now, I think it's one of those two. I think you're probably better off asking somebody who's more familiar with the tournament, because I know Stormcast somehow do okay. Daughters of Cain are just good. Iron Jaws are going to be just good. Legions of Gash are going to be just good. Certain combos. So, honestly, if you want to play to be that guy, probably one of those. But I think the smart thing to do is look at where you're going to play. Do you have a power gaming meta? Because if your meta is not, if people are just playing with whatever they want to play with and just having fun, you don't want to be that guy in the store. Or you do, I don't know, I'm not going to tell you. But if it's super hard, everything's like tournament level lists, then yeah, you want to pick up something good to keep up with everybody else, right? So I'd find out where you're going to play first. And if you're going to play tournaments all the time, you're asking the wrong guy. I'd go online and look at the tournaments and see what the placings are, see what's doing well, if that's the thing you want to do. However, my thing's always been, if you have to look up what you need to use at the tournament meta, you're not ready for it. So you're probably better off just playing the game with whatever you think is cool until you have a good understanding of the game. And then you can start moving to the stronger stuff. You'll know how to use it better by then. Unfortunately. But if you want to go with strong armies, there's a list of the strongest ones in my opinion. Ninja Fish. How much do you think the Osiarch Bone Reapers... Wait. How much do you think the Osiarch Bone Reapers will play / feel like Tomb Kings? I don't know if they'll play like Tomb Kings. They might. They have to be slow and have to use spells to move around a lot to feel like Tomb Kings.
And I mean, one of my things about Tomb Kings was always having the king or the prince would always have to buff his other units to hit better. Yeah. That was always his thing, giving his weapon skill, right?
Can you put up a picture of the dude with the other dudes? The one that's clearing out
the dude with the other dude.
But you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You do though, right? Yeah, he does. This new line, This new line has an interesting feel.
What a pixely picture.
Can you show that to the thing? Is that too difficult?
No, it won't be as long as I can grab a decent quality.
I'm a little not frustrated. I'm a little so Games Workshop has been designing their models lately, the last few years actually, less in my opinion, in my humble opinion. I don't know how accurate I am about anything, to be honest with you. Less in mind of the hobbyist, and everything's like obviously computer designed and cut up and put on the sprue by computers. There's this character here that Colin's about to show you.
I'm working on it.
It's beautiful. But it's not a game model. It's a display piece. It's not a game model.
Oh, we're getting there.
And I don't know why that really annoys me. It's because it's multiple models on a single base, and you have to like kill through his. I'm paraphrasing rules. You have to like attack his general or his guardians or whatever first before you get to the main character.
I
can't remember. Actually, it was a while ago. But like, yeah, it's all the models are on one base. It's not a model. It's a display piece. And that's what really bothers me about the Osiarch Bone Reapers right now. And that new character they showed, that walking chair, that's dumb.
There you go.
and awesome.
It's right beside you.
Yeah, so take a look at this right here. See this guy here? Like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful model. But like, how many guys are on there?
There's the guy on top. Looks like he's got 2 guards, at least 2 guys on the bottom there, and a bird.
So we have a model that's not even a model. It's a little diorama. I don't want the evolution of my miniatures game going that way. Is that fair? Are you unreasonable with that thought?
No, I think that's a very
You
valid
can speak up, Jake. It's okay.
point.
You disagree with me.
I mean, you went from like the Casket of Souls, which was more of an artillery piece.
Yeah.
So it kind of made sense being like that.
Artillery always had crew.
Right. So it made sense in Warhammer Fantasy, and then you transfer it to this guy on a throne.
I don't know why. Okay, it's frustrating for me because I don't know why it bothers me so much. I do know why. It bothers me so much, yet it's beautiful.
Because honestly, it almost looks like one of the terrain features for the armies that they've been getting.
No, that's not gonna be that, right? It's a character.
No,
it's a character.
It's a character. But you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be weird to bring this and then, like, whatever terrain feature that goes with it. Just because I'm thinking, like, the flesh eaters have the chair.
Yeah.
So now you got, like, a guy on a chair, kind
Have
of.
they showed off any kind of terrain piece for them?
Not that I've seen.
Yeah, interesting. Nothing, eh? Either way, I like the way they look. I like the. Yeah, go ahead.
It reminds me of a Primarch on his display base.
Yes.
Does he come off?
I don't know. If he did, it's awesome.
Yes.
If he doesn't,
if he has like Jake said,
100%.
a Warhammer, like a Primarch from Warhammer 40 or Horse Heresy, they have these display bases as well, but they have a smaller base that's kind of hidden in within it. You can take them off. If it does that, I take back everything I say and I apologize to the sculptor or the designer.
100%. I'm with you there.
I take that back and I apologize. That's genius. Otherwise, I don't see the second base. That thing is that's a diorama. I'll play a miniatures game. I don't play dioramas game.
and I think that's probably part of why it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at it, you're going, this is a display piece. Why am I putting this on the battlefield?
Everything's one pose. Like everything's taken away. You make the best miniatures games workshop, but stop. Like you're taking the hobby out of my hobby.
And I know, I mean, I'm not the kit basher, but I've heard that some of these newer kits are harder to...
Yeah, the way they split certain things. Remember even Celestine, the way her hair was cut in her forehead?
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're putting these miniatures, they're cutting them up on the computer. It's not done by hand anymore. There's not an artist. Not that the computer guys aren't artists, I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's not like a physical sculptor making these things. And we're losing. Unfortunately, you kids today don't get it. When I was a kid, everything had to have this pose.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Okay? And it was sweet. No, I know I'm just like, I'm being the old grumpy guy, like, oh, my day was, like, the models are the best they've ever been. Nobody makes better models for Game Workshop. I'm not, like, it's not even deny that. They're beautiful. But they're no longer, they're losing the hobby part of it. Not losing, it's starting to go away. It's not as...
I feel like the reason to keep your bits isn't as much
anymore. Honestly, my Deepkin bits, I think I threw them away.
Really?
Yeah, I have a couple of spear bits upstairs, because I was looking at them a couple days ago. I was getting some for Jackson. I'm like, I have a couple of Deepkin bits. Like, oh yeah, I had tons of them. I think, I threw them all away because the game doesn't care about conversions. The game doesn't care about bits. It doesn't. Like some of them all at once, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas my Space Marines, I missed that part of the hobby, and AOS doesn't seem to have it. Zergalurgadurg, when is the Chug-a-Mug coming? Saw you filmed one. Zerg, Cohen, when is that coming?
So I didn't, I responded to him in chat, but just so you guys know, I'm hoping to get to it like tomorrow, if not Monday, if not next week. Obviously, with the transition of the editing and everything, I've had a lot to do. So that's obviously one of those, like, not as important as Battle Reports content, so it kind of gets pushed on the back burner.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
Hey, I mean...
I know. No, I get it. No, it comes when it comes out, unfortunately.
Again,
doing the work of two men.
I feel like I'm getting over the editing hurdle right now. So there should be more time in the next coming week. So hopefully you'll see it soon.
I have been actively sabotaging him too. It doesn't help. Orion, the 11B. How do you feel about the Impulsor being 75? Is it that high? Can you go? Okay, yeah, on that Canadian store.
How much were they saying it is?
75 US. How much is it on the Canadia?
Games at Work, shoot.
I think it's up for pre-order.
No exclusive. Pre-order.
Have you type in Impulsor? Not available yet?
Unless I spelled it wrong. I don't think so.
Here, I'm gonna text somebody real quick. I'm just gonna text the guy in the store upstairs.
I guess, yeah, text Dan. He's going to be the one to know.
I'm texting Max because he's here. Impulse or tank?
We're getting the hot take from a real game store owner.
Yeah.
Because we have those connections.
I just take the things they bill me later. I don't know how much it's cost. I'll get back to you on that one. TY Cloud, when are you guys going to do non-GW bat reps? Well, we recorded some Mantic games.
Yes.
And that's coming out. The honest answer to that is not. We also did Signum. Do I have it in here? No, it's not in here.
Legends of Signum, no.
Legends of Signum is such a good game. Check that one out, guys. Like, I'm actually buying into that one. Yeah, absolutely. Legends of Signum is a fantastic game. The other stuff, honestly, doesn't. Okay, this company, there are a large amount, there's a fair number of adults working full time in this company that all have, lives, wives, and houses to take care of. We have to make money. If the company doesn't make money, like, we don't have a job. And Games Workshop bat reps make money. So we're kind of, the market dictates what we get to play. One of my favorite games, I'm not going to bring it up because I hate the company now. I can never play a bat rep with it because I may have loved the game, but the audience exists. There will be a fair number of people who watch the bat rep, but not enough to offset the cost of the studios and everything. Like my hourly wage, like all these things have to be taken into account. Like if enough people don't want to see it, no money gets made. If no money gets made, we're not here to make any bat reps.
And then we also need to find a guest as well.
Who also plays the game.
Exactly.
If we can't find somebody who's willing to travel to Welland, Ontario to come play a said obscure game or said game that's not nearly as popular, say like War Machine, then we have to get a second MiniWarGamer to do the video, and now the cost is not quite doubled, but almost doubled. And
then we haven't even gotten into other miniatures that need to be painted and other terrain that you would need to cover other games.
Games Workshop's number one, and that's where the audience is. Not that other games aren't fantastic. There are some, like, again, I super love Warhammer 40,000. It's not my favorite miniatures game. I guarantee you, I will always be playing Warhammer 40,000. I love it. I'm not trying to say it's a bad game. I'm not trying to say, like, Steve doesn't really, I actually do love it. I have more Warhammer 40,000 than for anything else. I think it's my favorite. It is my favorite game right now. But as being an employee here, you ebb and flow on every game system. But yeah, like there are other really good games out there. But just because I really like Horus Heresy, and there's a market out there, we can't do it every day because we'd all be on the job. But yeah, unfortunately, I get what you want. You want to see other stuff too. We all want to play other stuff too. We're always trying to figure out ways to do that, to justify it. Okay, let's try this for a day. Didn't make anything. Okay, 6 months we'll try something else again. But like, we do what we can. We find out that no, you didn't text me. Excuse me. Grimjaw, hey Grim. Do you plan on going to Adepticon next year? This year? No, next year. You're right. Yeah, we plan, right? Colin, we plan. We're so last minute.
Plan as in like we have both said yes. We are planning on going. Have we done anything to execute said plan?
We repeatedly say, let's make a plan, let's book a hotel this afternoon. We never actually do it. And then, you know what, like a month before, we'll actually book a hotel. So yes, unless something comes up, yeah, we'll be there. Or we waited too long to go to a hotel and we couldn't get nothing.
Yeah, it's one of those two.
Even then, I'd say we rent like a RV and stay in the parking lot.
That's not weird.
Would you guys care if we didn't shower for 4 days?
I would. I would care if I didn't shower for 4 days. That's gross.
We'll bring one of them
portable showers?
Yeah.
Do those exist?
Yeah, you can wear your bathing suit in the parking lot. We'll hang it out outside. We'll just
dignifying, I see. Yeah. Hey, is that MiniWarGamer Steve? Is he showering in a parking lot? Guys, we're living the high life.
Max's is $100 Canadian. That's garbage. Come on, Games Workshop. I'm going to pay it anyway. You know it. Here's the thing. They should charge as much as we're willing to pay. If we're going to pay it, we're going to pay it.
What would they have to offer that you wouldn't pay for?
I don't know. $100 is high. Actually, I might have $100 Canadian, for one of those. I don't know if they're good enough to justify that price. Because $20 more gets you, here in Canada, gets you Executioner or Repulsor, yeah. Yeah, it can't be that high. He must be about only 90. Either way, it's got to be at least 90 if it's 75 US. That's a lot. That's a lot. Honestly, what's that Second Awakening one? That 2-player server set? What's it called? Whatever that one is, like 200. Yeah, it's like $280 Canadian.
Which?
No chance.
Blood of the Phoenix or something?
It's with the Craftworld Eldar and the Dark Eldar in it. No chance of buying that. That's way too high.
Yeah, it's.
Especially since most of the malls in there. Whatever. I can't say her name, dude. What's MWG's plans, if any, regarding
Kimsey Bimsey.
Kimsey Bimsey? Oh, that was actually pretty simple. Kimsey Bimsey, what's MiniWarGaming's plans, if any, regarding the upcoming Sisters of Battle? Yeah, Matthew will play them. Also, Aaron will play them. Aaron will probably buy an army right away. Matthew will buy an army right away. They both enjoyed the Sisters of Battle. So yeah, those are the plans. And that's going to be next month, right?
There's not a lot of months left of the year. They said they'd be on by the end of the year.
That's true. No, but I think before summer they said. I know at Adepticon they said by the end of the year, and I think around the summertime we saw something like November, if I remember correctly. Shabard, out of the 3 factions for Psychic Awakening, which faction do you think comes out on top? Don't know. I haven't read them yet.
Really?
Yeah.
You just haven't given it a read through yet?
Yeah. I tried to, but I keep getting distracted. Yeah. In fact, I tried to today at lunch, but then Jackson just took them up. No, I'm picking on the kid. Yeah, I haven't had a chance. I've been busy. I've been weirdly busy. It's hard to explain. Starmech, Steve, and Cullen, if he knows anything about this, is Matt trying the whole book of orcs or just the Iron Jaws half? Also, the rest of the comments cut off because it was long.
Oh, is it a Twitch?
He has played
what's the timestamp?
1441 on Starmex.
41? Okay.
He has played the Great Wall, the Big Wall, against me. It's pretty good. He hasn't played hasn't played with the Bone Splitters much yet because we just don't own them. The studio has a lot of models. Do you ever show off the rack of models? All the racks of models?
I'm always in the background, but I don't think I've gone down and kind of been this is where this is, this is where this is.
Well, either way, we got a lot of models, and we don't have everything. We don't have the Bone Splitters really playing.
What was the last of that?
Starmex 1441.
Yeah, I got it. But where'd you get to?
Also, are you guys trying to get
more Bone Splitters for the bunker?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I think he's trying to. There's a budget every month for miniatures, and then we have to buy the miniatures and then pay somebody to get them done. So it's a matter of what's highest priority this month. I think both of those are up there, but I don't know if they're going to be done this month. Zergalurgadur, have you checked out the Imperial Fist preview? What you think? Colin, can you pull up the Imperial Fist preview and tell me what's happening there?
Just on Warhammer Community?
Yeah.
This guy?
What's in there?
The Siege Master.
What does that do?
When resolving an attack made with a ranged weapon by a model with this tactic, the target does not receive the benefit of cover.
Yeah, that's just your chapter tactic.
I
like that. I like ignoring cover in the 6s.
Unmodified 6 is an additional hit.
Yeah, their chapter tactic, I actually like the chapter tactic.
Legacy of Dorn. It's one of their doctrines. While resolving an attack made with a heavy weapon by a model with this against a vehicle or building, add 1 to the damage characteristic.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So having your heavy weapons have +1 damage against vehicles, as long as Devastator, is it Devastator it says?
Yeah, Devastator Doctrine.
Yeah, as long as the Devastator Doctrine is in effect, that's kind of cool. When the book drops, I'll definitely do a review and see how good that fits into everything. I think that's going to be pretty cool. I think, unfortunately, or fortunately, they're going to get constantly compared to the Iron Hands right now. You know what? I'm going to be closing off the questions in a few minutes. So if you want to get them in now. Remember to type exclamation point /ask. I'm going to clear some of these out. K-Brom. Hey, Steve. It seems like AOS gets a new army all the time, and 40K gets a new model once in a while. What do you think? It's cut off. Why do you think AOS gets more models? Okay, so...
Then 40K.
Then 40K? Okay, that's it. Okay. So, well, there's more to it than that. Okay, yeah. So the tank is going to be not quite 100, but it's going to be $90. Okay, so that's not very fair to make a direct comparison like that. One's a new game system that's not quite starting from scratch, but it's rebuilding a system. So obviously they're focused on it and they're making new factions. But we've seen tons of models come up for 40K as well. Like all the Primera stuff is relatively new. A lot of Chaos stuff is new. We got some new Elder stuff coming up. What else has been new? We got a whole bunch of new Orc stuff. So you have a company who's got two big games. One that's been around for 30 years. That's super fleshed out, and in my opinion has the problem of it has too many models, has too many options, and they're still adding more. Great. They already added a new faction a couple years ago, AdMech. They don't need another one. And you have another one that was a hodgepodge armies of a previous game system that they tried to port over. It only really had 2 armies when the game came out, and now the armies are coming out. So I think AOS getting new armies is a good thing. They need that. They need to come into their own. And 40K doesn't need more. Honestly, don't know. Like 40K is getting a new army. It's just a battle. Like honestly, it's a new army. With the models they showed off and stuff like that, like it's a new army. They're getting a new army. They don't need more stuff for everybody. New sculpts, sure. Update models, sure. I would like to see. Like okay, so Space Marines in a roundabout way got a reset. All of the old stuff doesn't really work anymore, but kind of does. And it's all Primera stuff now. I'd like to see that across the board for all the armies. I want to see a whole new Eldar faction. Really? New Eldar, yeah, do it all over again. Start over again.
Just rebuild?
Yeah, rebuild. Because the old models, while beautiful, they're no longer on the same scale.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Eldar is too tiny. A lot of Eldar is too tiny.
Yeah, the scale is a issue, right?
So yeah, let's catch up with the scale. Let's resculpt some old stuff, and start cutting things out. It's time. Like the problem with 40K, I know there's no matter what, every game is gonna have a problem. So I'm not gonna say you're gonna fix anything, but like my opinion, the big problem with 40K is it's got 30 years of evolution and growth. It's impossible to fully balance that many models and factions or whatever. Less is more. I think 40K suffers from too many things, in my opinion. Starbucks, Salamanders are up for preview as well. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. I don't expect Salamanders to be very good, but the idea of fire, exactly. All the flavors can be really cool. I think for thematic armies, like just building a pure Melta Flamer army with Primaris, like aggressors with the flamers. I've never seen them on the table. I just want to see them one time.
That would be pretty cool though. Whole army, the auto hit stuff and melt the stuff.
All right, I'm gonna allow one more question to come in, and then I'm gonna close off. So get your question in now before we close off. Anybody want to add anything that was said to any of the things today? How do you feel? What do you feel? What I just said about the 40K having too many models and too many factions?
I feel like Games Workshop has boxed themselves into a corner because anytime they're going to release and update a model, people are going to get mad that the old stuff goes away.
Yep.
And then they're going to complain that I didn't get new versions of it.
Yep. So did you hear that, right? You heard that?
I hope so.
Okay, I'm sure you guys heard that. I don't care if people are going to complain. So my response to that is people are going to complain no matter what.
Yes.
Of course.
And not all people, but there will always be a subset of people complaining. And unfortunately, you're running the company, especially running a company that's basically art and gaming, you're always going to upset somebody. Mm-hmm. It's about creating the future of the game. If you will fail if you try to appease everybody. That's why I think they did right by the primary. Like having tactical marines now point to the point where they're useless. There's no point in bringing a tactical marine. Mm-hmm. I know it upsets some people. I have tons of tactical marines. I know that upsets some people, but it is right. It's the right call for the future of the company. I think. I got some big business expert. The balls are better.
I think generally less people will be upset complaining for new stuff to come in then will be upset when old stuff gets pulled.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it's a safer thing for them to do for the time being.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I'm trying to figure out what Colin's doing.
I'm bringing my microphone
Oh.
closer.
I'm like,
Sorry.
you can't see.
It's a safer thing for Games Workshop to do for the time being
Yeah.
to just let the old stuff ride while they focus on bringing new stuff in where they don't have
Yeah.
to pull old models.
And honestly, I think they've been making some pretty good decisions. Yeah, everything's been pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to close this off. I forgot to close this. Oh, I found it.
Similar to how you opened it, but the opposite.
Zergalurgadurg, I had a Canadian dinner and made butter tarts and poutine. What's your favorite Canadian dish? Oh, butter tarts and poutine. Man, I want a butter tart right now. Dang it, Zerg.
For those who don't know what butter tarts are, it's not just butter in a pie shell.
No, I think they call them sugar pie.
Sugar? Is that what it is? But it's essentially like corn syrup and...
It's just whipped sugar turned into like a sticky... You're American, what do you call that? Okay, so you've seen those like little tarts in the store where it's like a little tiny cake pie crust, and inside of it it's all like a thick sugary maple syrup type thing and like raisins. Oh, really?
No, that's a Canadian thing.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys don't have butter tarts in the world? Okay, wait. What? You know what a sugar pie is?
No.
Okay, we're going for a walk to the store right now. All right, so that's it. Remember, next week is Luca, and address your comments to him on the website at Luca the Dice or at Mr. the Dice or at Luca, I don't care. Jake and I are going to go get some butter tarts. Have a good day, and happy war gaming.